Watching Bruce MFA video. I'm gonna post this on Sunday too, after I cut it. And he made an interesting point, and a lot of black media members can attest to this if they being honest, but a lot of them they kind of won't be honest from the simple fact they want to still have access to credentials and to covering fighters. But the way black boxers treat black media, they treat us like a monolith. We all the same. But when it comes to like the Hispanics or the Brads, the Hectors or whoever, they can say whatever they want to say about them. Even if it's completely objective, if it's racist. I mean, you see it with these ninjas in the boxing voice. You know what I'm saying? He talk ish about all these black fighters, talk shit about Bud, turned on Wilder. He only checked Tukun the superstar, the rat, who his paperwork out there on him. When Tukun started talking shit about Jake Paul, he checked him for not being on code. But when he was talking about Bomac eating Cheetos and shit, he let that go on. He let that commence, right? But they treat all the black channels like a monolith. Like, if it's a couple bad channels, what I'm saying, where they don't fuck with Errol Spence, I'm not saying this about Earl per se, but just an example. It's like, all right, none of the black channels fuck with Errol Spence, so it's fuck them, right? But if you have these Hector channels who talk bad about them, that's still going that very platform that talk bad about them and that hated on them. They're still going that very platform and be respectful, won't walk off, won't back off or nothing. I had a dude come on platform, and just because we was agreeing with him, it's going to be a few people that remember this interview. If people peep it. I never said nothing about it. And because we wasn't, going against this particular fighter who just retired, he acted like his phone was dying and jumped off the interview. And, act like we still, I just didn't say nothing, bro. I just ain't in the business of beefing with none of these brothers in the boxing thing. I don't feel like I ain't doing it no more. I proved my superiority in the beef campaign, right? And for the most part, it was just stupid. We got nowhere beefing with each other, right? But they're going these racist channels. These dudes will go on the dude that faked this death channel, who clearly got an issue with black people, rolling with Tia Female Lopez, calling niggas, calling black fighters ninjas and niggers and still supporting them, right? But when it comes to a black channel, they won't fuck with us. They'll blast us. They'll blast a dude like Dante, who be down, right? They'll blast a dude like me, who, I'm objective, but at the end of the day, I ain't, really, I still support the brothers, right? I support whoever on the right side of protecting the integrity of boxing, but I'm still gonna support the brothers, right? Because, for people like me, I showed y'all the Josh Taylor. I showed y'all, I'm talked about the Andy Hiroka who fights Saturday, which, if the layoff didn't hurt him, don't hurt him, I think he can get the W, knockout style, honestly. I broke different fighters from I've talked about the kid that's fighting for the IBF at 160, Oslee and Glaciers. I've talked about different fighters. My whole thing is I've talked about different fighters that y'all may not know out, y'all may need to look out. I didn't get a co-sign to Lester Martinez before, after he fought Mbili. He one of the most exciting fighters, Mbili. I'm a fan of Better BF. The list goes on. So it's just not like I only fuck with black fighters, but you already know I'm going to protect the integrity of the black boxer. You already know. And even when these black boxers, they be fooling y'all, or they be saying some goofy shit, I gotta point it out, right? Regardless if it's Bud, Bubble Sud, Shakun, whoever, right? But I'm telling y'all, just watch how they moving to me. And this is why I don't do interviews no more. This is why if I do interviews, it's with a dude like Coach Kevin Cunningham or D Puller. The coach out there, I'd rather interview the coaches. Marvin, who trained with Freddie Roach, I'd rather interview with those type of dudes. Kenny Bayless. Every once in a while, you come across guys like Austin Trout. You come across guys like Jack Catterall, who really cool to talk to. You know, you come across those guys. But for the most part, man, like, they treat us. I'm telling you, you walk up to a black boxer, and it was this particular YouTuber. I say his name. It was Blue Blood. I remember Blue Blood. They was at what they call it, the Nassoon Coliseum. Is that like in Long Island or some shit? And he was trying to interview Clarissa Shields, right? This is years ago. And he asked him about it. And he put up Clarissa Shields like, yo, can I get an interview? And she was like, who you with? What media you with? Where you from? And I'm like, yeah, I go through the same thing. When I interview Hispanics, when I interview, coaches and they don't do that shit. Sugar Hill, I'm like, hey, I just love to get, it's love. When you go to these black fighters, what's your social security number? What set you from? What you claim, cuz? You bang, cuz? Big bluffing, they want to know, what high school you went to, bro? Oh, you say you from the UK? Oh man, what part of the UK? When you black, they want to get the whole lowdown. But they claim to go on the Aiden Ross channel, right? They claim to go on the Aiden Ross channel, and I wasn't aware that he was racist. They go on these neon streams, and they go on these butter biscuit eating channels, right? And act like they ain't aware of they're aware of what's going on, because guess what? If they're aware that little old me said something, and they want to ban me from events, or they want to interview with me, or they report me and all that stuff, they're aware of what these dudes is, bro. They got PR people, bro, so don't even give them a pass for going to stream with like Aiden Ross and Neon. These niggas some sellouts, bro. No matter if they talk all this black shit or, man, it's only a few real niggas, man. These dudes will run right over to the most racist boxing channels, the most racist streaming channels, and get them full access. They can ask any disrespectful question, but me, a brother who got all the best intentions for the black culture and all the best intentions for boxing first and foremost. No, and it's cool. It's cool, but I've been peeped it. What Bruce said in his video, I've been peeped it. I'm like Benny Siegel. You can't go, I can go before your honor, you couldn't peep my game. I peeped y'all game already, bruh. I peeped it. That's why I'm so hard on the coon on this motherfucker, bruh. Because they be trying to be these covert pro-black, but they not, man. They be trying to be these covert coons too, but they not, bro. I peep your game. I see you, bro. I see you. They can fool y'all, but they can't fool me. And always these people, oh man, it ain't even that serious. Man, shut up. They sit up here and kiki and laugh and let these brass disrespect them to their face. You know what I mean? But then me and you, they won't sit down and talk to their people. Me and you, they'll go to Kelly Swanson or to them Evan and them niggas at Top Rank and how you been. And the only time they want to invite you to come to their fight for real is when they can't find nobody else to come to their fight. That's what I told Tom. I said, nigga, I ain't doing that shit no more. Word to the mother, son. I ain't doing that shit no more, man. I don't like the fake kiki and all that. Niggas is fake, bruh. Niggas is fake. I keep telling y'all that. Them niggas is fake. Fake as hell. And I know niggas like, man, CJ be tripping. I don't be tripping, dog. I be peeping it. And he said something, Bruce said something very interesting in this channel. He was like, something about Demetrius Andrade. He said, Demetrius Andrade was running. I never seen the interviews with Ring IQ, running, giving him interviews. But then, he was saying that Ring IQ didn't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Bud, running over there with, all his team running over to the boxing voice and shit. And they be disrespecting them right on the fucking interview screen. But they love to run the fuck over there with them niggas. And I ain't say you gotta run over here. I'm just making an observation. It's an issue. It's an issue. If we say one bad thing, or we pick against y'all, so oh man, you were like telling y'all, man, these black fighters, bro, they go interview with a straight up pure Klansmen with the hood on before they interview because you picked Canelo or because you said he need to get a better jab. They will hold a whole vendetta, but they'll never go and get these motherfuckers banned. They're still going to most racist channels, most racist radical channels and interview and, oh, what's wrong, man? And yeah, man. And, it's just all love and respect. I'm telling y'all, man, the black hatred within this black boxing sector, these niggas hate each other. These content creators, they get mad at another black content creator because they pick Spence over Crawford or Crawford over Spence, and it just manifested into a nasty beef with a lot of people breaking up. These niggas would get mad if you go live at the same time they go live. There's a trillion niggas on YouTube. You make more money off the replay a lot of the times than you do during the live stream. They just nitpick over the little smallest shit. The whole shit is small. We should be able to build with each other. But like I said, these niggas will go, the content creators, this fighter don't support me, or let me interview him, or we gonna speak bad about him. And we that's why we don't like, I don't rock like that, bro. Even if you give me an interview, don't give me an interview, I'm gonna still call it how it is. Even if Shakur Steves, I'm still not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna pick T.O. to be. I'm not dumb. But I be telling y'all, bro, I seen this shit for like 10 years ago. Before I started this channel, I seen that shit 10 years ago. That's why I don't like interviewing. Unless they're old head. Man. You talk about like, niggas was talking about like, I ain't gonna say nobody's name. Somebody was trying to interview Hitchens. Oh, no, I don't do no interview. Chris Eubank. Oh, no, I didn't do no interview. And there was one more nigga. It was one more dude. It's always the low rate niggas that's shunning niggas off. So, no, I don't do no interview. Oh, no, never. Oh, Andre Darrell. Another one. My homie was like, oh, man, I don't really feel like interviewing right now. Oh, stay okay. But then he said he turned around and interviewed with a Brad. Like, I ain't gonna say my man's name. It was another dude who just got beat up at the fucking weigh-in. He tried to interview niggas about 3-4 years ago, if that. This is time be flying. Could be more or less. And he was like, man, who the fuck is you? I'm paraphrasing. I ain't interviewing with you. So my man's like, damn, he was a brother too. He was like, all right, man, fuck it. So then Top Rank got his ear. Was like, yeah, that's, we fuck with him. And he tried to come back and get an interview. And my man was like, man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, suck my dick, son. You feel me? Telling y'all, man, what y'all see, what these niggas be doing, like what they be doing, dog, they do it behind the scenes too. They do it behind the scenes. They some hoe ass niggas. And if you say, man, I think Joe Smo gonna beat John, these niggas will go to the fucking media company and be like, well, ban that. But they won't ban none of these racist Hispanics and these racist brat. They won't ban them. But they'll ban your black ass, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Ask Kenny Porter, hoe ass. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link in the description. It's the first link there. Find me everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Peace.